Welcome to the fifth video of this series where we are taking a closer look at recent electrical enhancements that further integrate the MX engine with your Peterbilt Model 567 and 579. In October 2018, a vehicle electronic controller was added, bringing more flexibility and functionality for your vocational body integration. In this section, we will take a closer look at the increased PTO functionality available with Peterbilt trucks equipped with the enhanced multiplex electrical system and a PACCAR MX-11 or MX-13 engine. This includes three basic steps: activating PTO mode, PTO speed control, and requesting a PTO speed. Many vocational applications require the use of a PTO to operate a vocational body. In most cases, a PTO switch on the dash is used to engage the PTO. Once the PTO is engaged, PTO mode is now active. This means that all of the vehicle protections and limits, such as engine speed limits and vehicle speed limits, are now active, protecting your equipment. The feedback loop from the PTO will illuminate the green PTO telltale icon in the dash display, confirming the truck is now in PTO mode. For trucks with a Repto or FEPTO, where a separate PTO does not need to be engaged, the PTO switch on the dash will be replaced with a PTO mode switch. The PTO mode switch will be used to enter PTO mode, again activating all the vehicle protections and limits for your equipment that were just mentioned. The PTO mode switch also allows for more precise tracking of the amount of time the truck spends in PTO mode for easier fuel tax reporting in Repto or FEPTO applications. Next, press the cruise control button to the on position, either on the multifunction steering wheel or the dash switch. A white telltale PTO icon will appear in the dash display, indicating PTO speed control is enabled. You are now ready to request a PTO speed from the MX engine. The engine speed can be controlled with either discrete or variable speed control. Discrete speed control includes dedicated preset switches on the dash that will take the engine to a pre-programmed RPM setting, or using the cruise control plus/minus button to toggle through pre-programmed RPM settings. With the preset switches, if more than one switch is activated, priority will go to the lowered number switch, for example, preset 1, preset 2, or preset 3. Two pre-programmed RPM settings can be defined at the time the truck is ordered. Up to 6 RPM settings can be pre-programmed using the Davy service tool. Dedicated preset switches can also be programmed at the time of order or in PACCAR Vehicle Pro to cancel or latch when they are moved to the off position. If the preset switch is configured to cancel mode, the engine will no longer maintain the preset speed when the switch is turned to the off position. Alternatively, if the preset switch is configured to latch mode, the engine will continue to maintain the preset speed even when the switch is turned to the off position. The engine speed will maintain the preset RPM until you press the cruise control cancel button or an interlock is tripped, canceling the speed request. The default setting for PTO preset switches is latch mode. Variable speed controls include using the throttle pedal or cruise control set resume button to ramp the engine up or down. Quickly pressing the set resume button will ramp the engine up or down by a pre-programmed RPM. The default setting is 50 RPM for each press of the button. Additionally, holding the set resume button will steadily ramp the engine up or down. Whether you use a discrete or variable method of controlling the engine RPM, the dash icon will turn green once the engine ramps up to the desired speed, indicating PTO speed control is active. The selected RPM setting is also displayed with the green icon to inform the operator. To cancel PTO speed control, press the cruise control cancel button or activate a programmed interlock. In this case, we have programmed the service brake to cancel PTO speed control. When the PTO speed control is canceled, the PTO icon will return to white, indicating the truck's PTO speed controls are enabled but not active. More information on interlocks will be covered in the next video. Keep in mind that if you desire remote PTO controls or remote throttle controls, in addition to the in-cab controls, you will need to ensure the truck is ordered with a 12-pin chassis connector. Additionally, if your application requires the use of convenient preset speed controls that we just demonstrated, you will need to ensure the truck is ordered with an 8-pin chassis connector. Both of these connectors and their available chassis locations were highlighted in an earlier video. Now that we have seen the various options available for controlling the PTO speed, let's investigate the protections and limits that I mentioned earlier. Protections and limits are always active once the truck is in PTO mode and can be customized using PACCAR Vehicle Pro and the Davy Service Tool. Engine speed limits can be set so the engine will not exceed a pre-programmed speed. The default engine speed limit for the MX is 2000 RPM. This setting can be adjusted to accommodate PTO mode so it protects both the engine and body equipment such as hydraulic pumps. In this instance, even if you press the throttle, the engine will not exceed the pre-programmed 1500 RPM. Vehicle speed limits can also be enabled to ensure the truck will not exceed a specific ground speed when the PTO is engaged. In the next video, we will look at programmable PTO interlocks. For more detailed information, visit Peterbilt.com. Under the Resources and Support tab, you can always find the latest version of our bodybuilder manuals.